It was a good hockey game, I thought. Thought our guys competed well. I thought we did a lot of things well. Certainly pleased with the special teams, and again, I thought it was a good hockey game. They made in all reality one more play than we did, and good hockey team, two good teams, and it's a starting point for us. I think that there were a lot of unknowns from my end going into this week, and have a good idea of what we need to work on going forward, but we finally started to show an identity.
Talk about the second period. You give up the goal early, and certainly like last week, things could have gone off the rails from there, but instead you find a way to fight back. You get 2 power play goals. I mean, kind of the period you needed. Yeah,
and again, special teams were good tonight. I think we were perfect on the kill, and we were 2 for 3 on the power play. So it's a starting point moving forward. It's still a loss. It's still a loss. We still haven't won a game this year, and so again, we're looking for better results. But that comes from performance, and if we hadn't put a good period, I didn't think, together this year, and I thought we put 3 pretty decent periods together tonight, and they're going to make plays against a lot of teams. We need some improvement from our backside for sure, and we need to break out cleaner. We have to work on breaking out cleaner, and hopefully we can get better at that. We're still growing as a team, and I don't know how much we can improve at that, but I do know that we need, we have opportunities to make plays to get out, and there were a lot of change of possessions when we beat them to pucks, and so we'll take a look at that and see if we can improve that.
Certainly, Max continues to show that he's a force for you offensively as well as how well he plays defensively, isn't he?
Yeah, good player, and Laurie Raymond was really good tonight. He's starting to really show it in practice as well. I thought he played a good game, and there were a lot of guys who played well. I thought that, I couldn't single out anybody. There's a lot of guys, if I started, I'd miss somebody. So I thought we got good production out of our depth. We want to get to the point where it's just coming down to who's, we expect the same performance away from the puck from everybody, and it's who creates the most scoring chances. And right now we're at the point where we're trying to, who first can understand what we're doing so that we can build some chemistry, some consistency, and then we can judge who's can make plays and who can't make plays, and we can differentiate that way. So again, I think we're getting a better identity, and to be honest with you, even I thought Tuesday's practice was just okay. Wednesday morning it was, I was at the opinion, and we did. Let's just go back to ground zero, the basics, and try to build our foundation, and not try to do a quick fix. So it's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
What did you see on their second goal? I know there's a block shot late there, and then they're able to bust out of the zone.
I thought we got a little bit too excited offensively from the back end. They got a rush before that, if you recall, a 2-on-1 where I think Marcinevic's caught a guy in the back check. Our D was down below the goal line, and then on this one, it's a block shot, and another D is down and beat up ice, and our F3, the shooter, is beat up ice, and it turns into a 2-on-1. And again, they have the skill to make a play, and the guy finished. I think it was Cillier that finished. So those are mistakes for sure. You want to, it's been a good period. You want to get out of the period good. You can't. You have to understand the where you're at, what stage of the hockey game you're at, and things. If we're down by a goal, whole different ball of wax. But up by a goal at home, crowds in the game, everything's good. So we got to learn from that and go forward. But that was, I don't think that affected the locker room that much. I know there were some players that were boisterous in there. I could hear them and that weren't happy with it because you can't make those mistakes and expect to win hockey games.
Talk about the third period. You outshoot them, I think, 12-4, and it seemed like at times you were able to kind of pin them in their own end. Do you like that kind of a finish from your group? Obviously you like the goals, but
yeah, anytime you play well, you're like I told the team, pleased with the effort. None of us want the result, but it's going to be a process. And we didn't get any 5-on-5 goals, but we did get 2 power play goals. It's a start for us. So. I'm just going to try to keep building it and help the guys build confidence and encourage them and try to teach them. It was a great Jordy Murray today. I asked him what pearls of wisdom his dad's here, Andy, who's one of the best coaches, that I'm gonna ever meet. And I asked him, and he's here, visiting his son, and did your dad have any pearls of wisdom? And he basically had one great comment: if they're not learning, you're not teaching, and or you haven't taught. If they haven't learned, you haven't taught. So we keep trying different ways to get the message across and different ways to teach. But I do know that my learning experiences, we have to be positive with what we're doing, and get the guys to grow and just make them understand what works and what doesn't, and then we'll take the results as they come.
How valuable is a game like this against a team coached by a guy like Hastings that, his teams work hard, they work hard. So getting a game like this early in the season, how much does that help you?
They played a good hockey game. Duluth played a good hockey game. They're just another hockey team that's, they have draft picks. They can make a play when they have to make a play, sometimes out of nothing. They got a high skill level. But a lot of resources behind them. They should be really good. They should be really good, and they are really good. So, good hockey team makes us better, and our guys, I thought, were right there, stood toe to toe with them, and that's the great thing about sport. And hopefully, we can come out tomorrow and tilt the tables and even get a little bit better and grow from there.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.